Hi, Taurus and Taurus Rising. Here's your horoscope for November 2024. I'm astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we're almost at the end of the year, believe it or not. We're in the 11th month of the year, and change just continues. Now, for many of you, there's more change this month, but I think it's going to be a little bit more optimistic. This is because your ruler, Venus, is in a very strong position in Sagittarius right now. It's a fire sign. And so you're looking at the future and trying to figure out everything financially that's on the table that you'll need to take care of. Now, the reason I also say this is because Pluto is going to leave Capricorn and go into your 10th house of career. And so this should bring a lot more attention to you. There's a lot of changes to the dynamics. Maybe you're getting a promotion. Maybe you're starting a new business. We also have a new moon that's going to activate the 7th house right here that is going to help you out with bringing some new people into your life. We also have a full moon that's going to conjunct Uranus. That is a total wild card this month, in the middle of the month, and I'll get to that in a little bit. And this could bring in some surprises, maybe beneficial for some income or finances in some way. And so I'm seeing a lot of dynamics here having to do with new people, career changes or going in a new direction, and also being forced to change something to do with your home environment. And this is because we start off the month, as you could see here, I talked about this last month, Mars is opposing Pluto. Now these two, when they're going at it like this, Mars is action and conflict, and Pluto is destruction and transformation. And we could see here as we begin the month on the 1st, I mean, this is a strong alignment which will be exact on the 3rd, and I will cover that. But this is tension, this is friction within the home life, within the direction, where you're going, what you want, the people around you. Now Mars is going to leave Cancer and go into your 4th house, which again is going to, and I'll talk about that in a second, but it has a lot to do with the home environment. So as we start off this month, we have a lot of activity, a lot of interaction with other people. So this reading is for anyone who has a sun sign in Taurus or a rising sign in Taurus. This is a general sun sign reading using tropical whole house system. And again, it has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birth chart and birthday is completely different. So just take this information as trends and cycles and see if it matches your astrology. Now, if you know your own astrology, that's even better, because then you could look at the charts and see where the degrees are falling in your chart. Okay, so we see there's a lot of change happening here at the beginning of the month, and it all starts with this new moon in Scorpio. So this is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So wherever that is in your actual birth chart, that's the area you look at. And so generally speaking, it's the 7th house for Taurus and Taurus rising. So what this means is new people will enter your life, or a person may enter your life in the next 2 weeks or so. This could be, meeting someone at a gym, meeting someone in a grocery store, just interacting through other friends and meeting somebody new. And so this gives you an opportunity to make new connections. So use it to your benefit. Could be a business deal, could be a friendship, could be an acquaintance, somebody you've known from the past. Mercury will be retrograde at the end of the month. Okay, so that's going to be interesting too. But I don't think this Mercury is going to be really that bad at all. But this gives you an opportunity to connect with other people. So I highly suggest interacting or getting invited to events, or slowly breaking out of the comfort zone. Now, Mercury enters Sagittarius on the 2nd right there. Now, Mercury in Sagittarius is very quick-witted. It speaks its mind. It's much quicker than Mercury in Scorpio. In the 8th house, once again, we're talking about finance. We're talking about psychological well-being. And so your mind is going to continue to be racing with Mercury as it travels through Sagittarius. Now, Mercury, like I said, will be going retrograde at the end of the month. So it will spend a lot longer time in this 8th house for many of you. So you'll be pondering the past. You'll be thinking about your financial future. You'll be thinking about income. You'll be thinking about all of this stuff, even sexuality if you're involved with someone and there's a relationship. But this is a going deep within yourself to discover something, to hidden talents, things that you didn't know. It'll definitely enhance the psychic ability, I'll tell you that, with Mercury in the 8th house. So pay attention to this Mercury. It's not just a transit. It's going to be very important for many of you. Now, on the 3rd, Mars will oppose Pluto exactly. And I do believe it happens around 6:30 in the morning. And so this is a very high tension filled alignment. Now, this could relate to something to do with the family member. Like I said, because it's on the cusp of the 3rd and the 4th, and over here on the 9th and the 10th. So something to do with career, business, children, elders, anything to do with real estate is absolutely highlighted here because Mars is in Cancer, the sign of real estate. And be careful of friction with another, because this is a very high tension filled alignment. Anytime Mars opposes Pluto, there's a lot of electricity in the air. There's a lot of tension in the air. Even when people are driving, they just feel angry for some reason. Life's not going the way they want, so they're taking it out on others. But there's a lot of energy in the air just in the first couple of days of November, but especially on the 3rd. So be careful if you're going voting in the United States and you're online early voting, or on the 5th when the election day is actually occurring, because there might be a lot of conflict. There might be a lot of disagreements or something like that. Okay, so I'm just saying be very aware the first couple of days of the month. Now, on the 4th, Mars enters Leo. And so Mars in the 4th house has a lot to do with the home, the family, the foundation. Mars in Leo is very creative. So many of you might find yourself wanting to redecorate the home. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe you're thinking about buying a house or land or something along those lines. This is what Mars is going to enhance. And so while it travels through here the next six weeks or so, you are definitely thinking about security. You're thinking about the home life and pertaining to your family members. So maybe you're having important discussions with them about a move, about a child, about the elders, about retirement, about things having to do with investments, because your ruler, Venus, is in the 8th house. So this is going to be a very important time for many of you, depending on what's going on in the world at this time. And it could have to do with the economy. It could have to do with the changes in the political establishment and so on and so forth, where we have to adjust accordingly. But this will definitely bring out more passion, desire, and a need to change in some way in the home life. Now, Venus enters Capricorn on the 11th, which is very beneficial because Venus is your ruler, and here is Capricorn in the 9th house. So a need to travel, explore, a need to have more fun, to be more playful, but also to take your relationships more seriously. So now this is a time where you are amping it up and going, okay, enough is enough. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. Venus becomes very organized when it's in Capricorn. And it's business first, then play. But this could be also beneficial, having to do with learning, teaching. Maybe you're in a role where you're teaching others, or maybe you're taking classes, or maybe you're wanting to share some wisdom in some way. And you decide to become more of a public figure, or maybe you're using the internet to get some more videos out. Whatever it is, it's going to be a very active month between Mars in Leo here and Venus in Capricorn up in the 9th house. So I say again, take advantage of it, because opportunities are all around you for some form of change. I know that word does not go well with Taurus, but this is what the energy is doing. So you gotta have to go with the flow here. Now, on the 15th, Saturn begins to go direct. Right there is a stationary position in the 11th house, which again has to do with friendships. It has to do with the future. It has to do with acquaintances. It has to do with the community. So now that Saturn will be moving forward again, this could be quite beneficial for many of you. So again, I'm seeing a lot of socializing going on for many of you. Community-minded people, meeting with very important people as well. But also on that same day, we have a very strong full moon in Taurus, your sign right here. That's going to be in the 1st house of identity and self. And it's going to be conjunct Uranus. Now, this is the planet that's been causing all the changes in the past 6.5 to 7 years. Uranus wants change. It loves change. It loves to be different. And Taurus likes stability. It does not like change. So this has kind of been where the issue has been for many Taurus and Taurus rising people. Okay, but you could see here how strong this one is because the moon is going to be conjunct it. It's going to be at 24 degrees of Taurus, depending on where that is in your birth chart. Fortunately, it's making some very positive alignments to Pluto. So something to do with career or financial matters are on the table around this time that you're going to have to deal with. All right, it's just how it works. Sorry to say, but full moons bring something to light so you could change them. Now we also have Pluto entering Aquarius it's leaving Capricorn for the last time. It will not enter Capricorn for another 240 years. Pluto will stay in Aquarius for the next 18 and a half to 19 years because it'll be going retrograde back and forth. But it'll stay in Aquarius. This is at the top of your chart. This has a lot to do with the public. It has a lot to do with how you're seen in your community. If you're heading an organization, you're taking a larger leadership role. There's many changes or sudden changes that have to be implemented here. And so this is going to be a very big alignment for many of you. So just think about the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, which it was in 2024 at the beginning. What took place over there will be resurfacing again that you'll need to deal with. And so this is going to revolutionize your surroundings, your community, your job, your company, whatever it is that you're involved in. Pluto is going to lead the way to more change in your life. Now, the Sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, right there. The Sun in Sagittarius can be optimistic. Has a great deal to do with finances and investments. So if you're looking to invest in things or take out loans or anything to do with finance, this could be very advantageous. So take advantage of it because Pluto and the Sun are at a very favorable alignment here. And so major changes are occurring that you need to look into, but it has to do with financial endeavors. So maybe you're selling something, a car, a building, a house, a land, whatever it is. This could be very good and beneficial for you. Now, last but not least, Mercury will go retrograde for the last time in 2024 from November 25th through December the 15th, and it'll only be in Sagittarius. So something from the past resurfaces once again having to do with financial matters. And so you'll have to clean it up. You'll have to resolve it once and for all as we go into 2025. So you're going to have to, really try hard to overcome this obstacle that you have or this, these responsibilities that you might have, possibly pertaining to real estate matters or a family dynamics. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Not a big deal. This Mercury retrograde is not a big deal. Nothing to be overly concerned about. But overall, this month is all about going in a new direction and having a new mindset. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys that I am starting something new in my inner circle community. I'm going to be doing extended monthly horoscopes in my private community. So if you're interested, I've left a link down below. I know I've been talking about it. Many of you have gone to my websites, and in the private community, the inner circle, I cover weekly astrology, and now I'm going to be doing the extended version of this, about another 5 to 7 minutes worth, basically diving in a little deeper to the aspects and to the ruler of your chart and give you a heads up on what's going on. The benefit of being in the inner circle, you also are able to ask me questions. Every week we have a Zoom call so I can help you with your birth chart. If you have any personal questions regarding your chart or you want me to help you with, absolutely. And of course, you get to learn astrology there. I have 6 modules on astrology, and I teach astrology twice a month in the community. So there's a lot of benefits to joining this group. And so I left the link down below, and I look forward to seeing you there. Okay, so bye for now. Have a great month. Talk to you soon.